Good morning, my friends. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I have had a tremendous time in Beirut. I mean, every time I've come, the Lord has blessed, the Lord has opened doors, but I guess I had missed it so much, but this time seemed to have been a little bit more different because there were places that I never knew that I was going to go and I went, and there were places that I thought I might go and the doors were closed. So I felt like from the start, the Lord ordered my steps. And even Anjar, the place I went that was so close to the Syrian border, when Hagop told me at first, I said, "Oh no, Hagop, I don't want to go that close to the Lebanese Syrian border." But then that night, as I was laying down in bed, I thought, "Lord, when you open a door, how can I say no?" So I called him, and later when I saw him, I said, "Go ahead and make the arrangements." And it was so wonderful because at the same time, I saw snow and rain and the mountains of Lebanon. It was like I would have missed what God had for me if I had not listened to my shepherd's voice. I want to know the voice of my shepherd more and more, and I want to obey. Not only know the voice, but Jesus said you need to obey. I am the good shepherd. Obey my voice. And this morning, as I was reading, I'm in John chapter 4, and I'm sitting in my grandparents' and now our smokers' dining room. And this table, all the cousins really wanted to be here with me, the cousins on my mom's side and my brothers, of course. And because they were saying, "Oh, that table, we have had such wonderful times here around this table when daddy was alive, and my mom was here in Lebanon, and my grandparents were here, and then my uncle Habib and Auntie Ruth and Esther and Uncle Levon, and of course all the grandchildren. We would come and just Baba would make it such a special place. Even the meal times were so special for us." So I'm sitting at that table, and this is his library. It is kept just like that. In fact, the other morning, I pulled out a magazine that my grandfather was so useful in bringing this magazine to all the time to be printed, was Maranatha, which is Jesus is Coming. And I happened to pull out the first one, the first issue that had come out, and it was 1927 or something like that. And it was just incredible how much history there is in this library. And I thought, I want to record a recording here. There's no electricity, so it's not as lit up, but it's okay because I don't need it. God's light is right there. I was reading this morning, and Jesus, it says, came again into Cana of Galilee, where he had done the first miracle. And there was a certain nobleman whose son was sick at Capernaum. So Capernaum to Galilee is about 20 miles. So when he heard that Jesus was come out of Judea into Galilee, he went unto him and sought him that he would come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. His son was about to die. And Jesus said to him, "Except you see signs and wonders, you will not believe." Jesus knew that this man needed to see something before he would believe. And the nobleman said unto him, "Sir, please come. My child will die. Before he will die, please come and do a miracle." And Jesus said unto him, "Go your way." Verse 50, chapter 4 of John. "Your son lives." And the man believed the word that Jesus had spoken unto him, and he went his way. As he was now going down, his servants met him and told him, saying, "Your son is living." Then inquired he of them. He said to them, "When was it that he started getting better?" And they told him, "At the 7th hour, the fever left him." Verse 53. So the father knew that it was at that same hour that which Jesus said unto him, "Your son lives," and himself believed, and his whole house. It was just so new to me that sometimes the Lord knows that there's something we need to see before we believe, or something we need to hear, because he said, you need to see signs and wonders Then you're going to believe. And this man became a believer with his whole household because Jesus did the miracle of the healing of his son. And at that same hour, when I read that, I have put 11:47 a.m. right there. Because when I was in Cameroon, yes, I knew the Lord was with me. Yes, I knew he had sent me there. But fears filled my heart because on the last day, they told me, yeah, a taxi driver is coming and he's going to take you to the airport in Douala. And I'm in Nkang Samba, which is 4 hours away, 5 hours away from Douala Airport. And the pastor had picked us up. And now everyone is going to be there or away. And I am going to go with someone that I don't know through all those roads that we had come from. And they were so unfamiliar to me that I started just wrestling with the Lord and saying, Lord, I am scared. How could you let me do this? I am scared to do this. Because I said, if my daddy was here, he would not let me do this. If my brother was here, if my husband was here, if Terry was here, he would be with me. But then I took my journal out and I wrote a prayer to the Lord. And I said, Lord, you know where I am. You see me where I am. And I am going to trust you with whatever you have planned because you're the one that's going to protect me. He has promised the Lord will protect our going out and our coming in. And so I said, I trust you, Lord. And I closed my journal. I put it in my carry-on bag. I'm ready to wait for the taxi in 15 minutes. Not even 15 minutes. It was 11:47 a.m. I got up looking for Helen, the wife of, or Esther, now I can't remember, the wife of the pastor there. And I was calling her and she was in the kitchen. As soon as I entered the kitchen, she said, Jasmine, and she did this to me, Jasmine, I am going to the airport with you. It changed my whole attitude, but I had trusted the Lord only 2 minutes before that. And that is what the Lord wants us to do. But then he gives us something on the way to make our faith grow. So this morning, what is it that you're asking the Lord, but you don't have the faith for? Ask him, Lord, help me. Just let me see something that you are doing and then get excited about it because that's going to change your whole belief. It's going to give you so much faith that you're going to believe. And his son was healed, but he believed that Jesus said, go your way. Your son will be well, and he is well. And when he did, he asked his servants, what time was it? And they said the time, that 7th hour, and he knew it was exactly when Jesus said, go your way, your son will live. And I just love that because he said, and he went his way because he believed the word that Jesus had spoken. He believed the word that Jesus had spoken. And I love that. So this morning, I just want to encourage you with that and just be blessed. I am so amazed at our God. He has so many ways of showing us how much he loves us. He is with us. He goes before us, and he will never leave us nor forsake us. The Lord bless you today.